Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Ifelo and I am a bead tutor here on YouTube. I also teach people how to make beads outside YouTube. In today's tutorial, we are going to be making the vintage bucket bag. So if that's something you learn to make, let's get right into the video. For the bag, we'll be using size 18 pearl beads, then size 8 crystal beads. You can pick any color of your choice, then 0.7 fish line, and of course our cutter. To start making the bag, we'll be putting 5 pearl beads into our fishing line, then we cross with 1 bead. So you put 5 pearl beads into your fishing line and then cross with 1 pearl bead to give us a ring of space. Just like this. Just like this. So we have a ring of 6 beads. This is what you should have. Then we are going to put the 2 ends of our fishing line together so that they are equal, and then we insert 1 pearl bead into the 2 ends just like this. Insert 1 pearl bead into the 2 ends, then you drag it down. And then you drag it down just like this. So this is what you should have. Make sure the pearl you drag down is at the center. Then you put it inside the ring just like this. Watch what I'm doing, please. Put it inside the ring just like this, and then you cross on this bead, on this center bead, where that's the bead opposite where the pearl drop down. You cross your fishing line inside this. So once you drag down your pearl just like this, make sure it's at the center, then you put it inside this hole. Watch what I'm doing. Then you cross your fishing line inside the bead directly next to it. So that's the bead, this bead here, opposite the bead opposite where you drag down. So we'll be crossing our fishing line in this bead, and we do that by making one end of the fishing line pass through the bead to the other end. So one fishing line moves from left to right, then the other fishing line moves from right to left, just like this. So this is what we have now. Make sure you drag it to the very tight. So with this, we are done with making step 1 of the ring, of the base of the bag. Then we continue by picking the left side of our fishing line, and then we put 1 crystal bead, 1 pearl, 1 crystal bead, 1 pearl, and then cross with 1 crystal bead. So let me go over that again. On the left side of your fishing line, you put 1 crystal bead, 1 pearl, 1 crystal bead, 1 pearl, and then you cross with 1 crystal bead to have this. So this is what you should have after crossing with your crystal. Then we continue by putting the right fishing line into the next pearl here, this next pearl here. Then we put 1 pearl. On our left fishing line, we put 1 pearl, 1 crystal, 1 pearl, and then we cross with 1 crystal. So let me go over that step again. You insert your right fishing line into the next pearl bead on the ring you've already made. Then you put 1 pearl, 1 crystal, 1 pearl, and cross with 1 crystal on your left fishing line. So this is what you should have after doing that. Then we go ahead to put our right fishing line into the next pearl bead on the ring, just like we did the other time. Then on our left fishing line, we put 1 pearl, 1 crystal, 1 pearl, and then cross with 1 crystal, just like we did with the last stage, just like we did the other time. So on your left fishing line, you have 1 pearl, one crystal, one pearl, and then we are going to cross with this crystal. Just like this. So this is what we have now. So we continue again by putting our right fish line into the next bead on the ring. Then we start our pearl, one crystal, one pearl, and then cross with a crystal. Let's give us this. So we are going to repeat the same thing we just did. Insert our right fish line into the next bead, and then a pearl, a crystal. I'm repeating this procedure so that you don't get lost. And then we cross with one crystal. So this is what we have. Now we are on the last pearl on our ring, and this last stage is going to be slightly different. This time around, by inserting our right fish line into this pearl and this crystal here. So we insert our fish line into this pearl and then this crystal. Then on our left fish line, we are going to put one pearl, one crystal, and then cross with one pearl. So this time around, we are not crossing with the crystal. We just put one pearl, one crystal, put one pearl, one crystal, and then cross with this pearl on our left fish line. So this is what you should have now. So with this now, we are done with the second ring of our base. So we continue by putting our fish line into the next pearl bead here, our right fish line into the next pearl bead. Then on our left fish line, we start with a crystal, then we put two pearl beads and then cross with a crystal. So this is what we have on our left fish line. We start with a crystal, we put two pearl beads, and then we are going to cross with this crystal here. So this is what you should have after crossing. Then we continue by putting our right fish line into this crystal bead here, this next crystal bead. Then on our left fish line, we put one pearl and then cross with one crystal. So on our left fish line, we are going to put just one pearl bead, and then we'll be crossing with this crystal bead. So this is what you should have after doing that. After crossing, we continue by putting our right fish line into these next two pearls, just like so. Then on our left fish line, we are going to put two pearls and then cross with one crystal. So on our left fish line, we have two pearls, and then we are going to cross with this crystal. So this is what you should have after crossing. Then we put our right fish line into the next crystal here, and then to our left fish line, we add one pearl and then cross with one crystal. So after putting our right fish line into the next crystal, this crystal here, then in our left fish line, we add one pearl and then we cross with one crystal. So this is what you should have. Make sure you are drawing your fish line to make your work very tight. Then we continue by inserting our fish line into the next two pearls. Then on the other fish line, the left fish line, we'll put two pearls and then cross with one crystal. So we have two pearls, they were crossing with this crystal. Then continue by inserting into the next crystal here. Then on the left fish line, we add one pearl and cross with one crystal. So we are going to continue this process until we are at the last bead here. So I'm going to meet you at the last bead over here. So now I'm at the last two pearl beads here. I already passed my right fish line through the two pearl beads. So just like we've been doing on our left fish line, we put two pearls and then we cross with one crystal. So we are putting two pearls and crossing with one crystal. So this is what we have now. So all we just have to do now is to close this end. And we do that, we pass our right fish line into this crystal here, then this other one, and then cross with one pearl. So we pass through this crystal here. I don't know if you can see already, this crystal here, and then this other one, and then we cross with one pearl. So now this is what I have after doing that, and with that I'm done with the base of your bag. So you want to make sure that you are holding your fish line very tight to make your work very tight. So after doing this, now the next step is to start building the body of the bag. So we start building the body of the bag by passing our right fish line into the next pearl bead. So you pass your right fish line into the next pearl bead. Then on your left fish line, you add one crystal, two pearls, and then you cross with one crystal. So this is what you should have on your left fish line: one crystal, two pearls, and then we are crossing with this one crystal. If you've not liked the video, please kindly like, and if you are new here, do well to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on other videos. This is what you should have after crossing. Then we continue by inserting our right fish line into the next two pearl beads, just like we did. So on your left fish line, you are not starting with a crystal this time around. You are just going to add two pearls and then cross with one crystal. So we are having two pearls and then we are crossing with this crystal. So this is how we are going to continue to build the body of the bag. So we continue again by inserting our fish line into the next two pearls. Our right fish line, we go into the next two pearls, then on the left side we insert 2 pearls and then cross with 1 fishing line. We insert 2 pearls and then cross with 1 crystal, sorry, and then close with 1 crystal. By the way guys, I have a master class coming up next month, September. Registration is currently on, and registration will close on 24th of this month, August. For classes will start 1st of September. In the master class is a 4 weeks intensive training, and in the 4 weeks we'll be learning beaded bags, 5 trendy beaded bag designs. Then we have bonus classes on bracelet and necklace making, then also on key chain making, key holder making. Then in the class we'll be having projects, and I'll also be teaching you how to price your beaded bag correctly, so you don't just go ahead and start making losses as a beginner. So how to price and sell your beaded bags, you also be learning that in the class. I'll be leaving the link to join the class in the description, so if you are interested, click the link and join. Or I'll be leaving my WhatsApp on the screen, my WhatsApp number on the screen, so you can send a direct WhatsApp message to me if you're interested in the class. The classes is not free, but I'll be giving you a discount if you are coming from this video. So I'll drop the discount code in the description. So we just continue doing the same thing we've been doing, inserting our right fish line to the next 2 pearl base. Then on our left fish line we put 2 pearls and then cross with 1 crystal. So we'll continue this way, and then I'll meet you at the last 2 pearls. The last 2 pearls here, I'll meet you here. So now I'm at the last 2 pearl beads on our ring. So to complete this space now, we're going to insert our right fish line into the last 2 pearl beads and into this crystal here. Then we close up this space by inserting 1 pearl on our left fish line and then cross it with 1 pearl. So we insert 1 pearl on our left fish line and then we cross with 1 pearl. So this is what we should have. Then with this we have finished our first row of the body. Now let's move to the second row. We do that by inserting our right fish line into the next 1 pearl, just 1 this time around, and then on our left fish line we put 1 crystal, 2 pearls, and then we cross with 1 crystal. So now our left fish line we have 1 crystal, 2 pearls, and then we are crossing with this crystal. This is what you should have. Then we continue by inserting our right fish line to the next 2 beads. Just like this. Then on our left fish line we put 2 pearls and then we cross with 1 crystal. Put 2 pearls and then we cross with 1 crystal. Just like this. now I'm at my last two pearl beads, and all we just need to do is to close this glue space. So we do that by inserting our right stitch line to the next two pearls, just like we've been doing. Then into this crystal here also, so insert into the next two pearls, then into this crystal here. And remember, that was the exact same thing we did when we were closing the first row too. Then on our left stitch line, we put one pearl, and then we cross with one pearl. So on our left stitch line, we put one pearl, and then we cross with one. So with this now, we are done with the second row. So we are going to continue this. Then I'm going to make 4 more rows to give me 6 rows of this bag. You can make your own higher, you can make your own more than 6 rows, you can make your own 5, you can make it 7, 8, 9, just as you want. But I'm going to make mine 6 for the sake of this tutorial. So I'm going to do my other rows of camera now, and then I'll come back when I'm done with my 6 rows. So now I'm done making my 6 rows, and this is what we have. So as I said earlier, if you make your own 7 rows, you can make it 8 rows as tall as you want your bag to be. But I'm done with my 6 rows and I like it this way. So the next thing we want to do now is just to fix the handle of the bag. So to fix the handle of our bag, we are going to pass our fish line through any of the bead at the edge. So this is what you have. Pass your fish line through any side at all, any bead at the edge at all. Then put the 2 ends of your fishing line together, just like this, so they can be equal. Then I'm going to put 10 or 12. No, I'm using 12. I'm going to put 12 of my pearls into the fish line, just like this. After putting the edges of the fish line together, I'm going to put 12 of my pearl beads. So now I have 12 of my pearl beads inside my fishing line. Then I'm going to look for the opposite side of this bead where my fishing line is coming from to make sure it's at the center. I'm going to count. So let me just count 2 from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So this is my center of the bead. This is the center of the bead. Just make sure that where you are putting the fishing line, the bead you are putting your fishing line is directly opposite the one you used earlier, so that the handle is at the center. So I'm inserting my fishing line into this bead. I'm going to cross my fishing line into that bead here, just like this. So the left side of the fishing line, if one of the fishing line comes from the left to the right side, another one goes from the right to the left side, just like this. Just like this. So this is what I have now. At this stage, you want to hold the fish line across very tight, because you don't want the end of your bag falling like this. You want it to be very sturdy. So you are going to hold this very tight. Make sure it's very tight. So after doing that and making sure it's very tight, the next thing we want to do now is just to pass our fish line through the body of our work and then cut it off. So I'm going to do that right now. So now with this, we've successfully made our pocket bag. So you can go ahead and add your parts just like this. If you like me to make a tutorial on how to make drawstring pouches without a sewing machine, just let me know in the comment section. And with this, we are done for today's tutorial. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and drop your questions. Any question you have at all, you can always drop in the comment section. I'll be there to answer. See you in my next video. Bye.